planning on dating or something like that, and then it just kind of fell through, didn't happen, wasn't meant to be. And that's where there was like some drama of just Noel going, whether it was on the field as a lacrosse player. Like, I always played different. I did more like trickery stuff, and I pulled it off. So it was always in me to kind of go do the extra stuff and make it cooler and really entertain, because that's like the number one thing that I want to do, is just make someone thoroughly enjoy my content and happy.
Plus,
Because
one thing I've probably noticed, because I come from like a sports background and I know you
yeah,
playing lacrosse, I bet your like competitive nature from lacrosse translated over to YouTube, where you're like competitive with YouTube.
yeah, oh, 100. I noticed
Because
that.
I noticed that with me, because like I know
Yeah,
how competitive I am, but I can probably guarantee like anyone that's played like competitive sports and does YouTube
yeah.
is probably the same exact way.
Oh, 100% agree. Every day, it's like I just know if someone's an athlete or has been an athlete,
Right.
and I think it's a huge advantage, and you don't realize it until you stop playing, and then you're like, damn, like I'm competitive as hell. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you apply it to like everything. So I guess I know a lot of people are gonna like that are watching are gonna want you to jump back to like, is there drama between you and Soosh?
Okay, so not
Because
anymore.
I love both you guys. You guys are
Yeah,
obviously very different. Like you both make like vlog contents related to fitness and
yeah,
whatnot, but your personalities are very different. But you both had that similar like Noelle thing, and I'm not positive
yeah.
whether Soosh was dating her. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
So
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure on that
Um,
situation.
Okay, so me and Sushi are cool now. That's for sure. We were always boys, and like
Hmm.
when he was like leaving college and stuff, like we would always have a good conversation, deep conversation of like what's coming in life, like is this the right decision, and we always supported each other. And obviously then I was making content with Noel. He didn't even really talk to her ever, but then they started talking because he asked me, he's like, "Are you and Noel anything like at all?" And I told him, I was like, "No, it's platonic. At this point, like we're just really close friends, like genuinely great friends." Um, and so they started talking, and they're
Hmm.
open about this, so it's not like I'm just like giving any information away. They've
Right,
talked about
right,
it on the podcast and everything, and which is cool that they're open about it.
right.
And they were like planning on dating or something like that, and then it just kind of fell through, didn't happen, wasn't meant to be. And that's
Hmm.
where there was like some drama of just Noel going to Houston, because the whole thing that from my perspective was, Noel, you got to be careful, not for Soosh, but
Right,
the community's gonna like attack you. Like you're gonna be called like all these names for no
right.
reason. And then it just kind of stirred up this beef between me and Soosh, because I was like, yo, dude, like I was just trying to like tell him, like, be careful, like you don't want to ruin this girl's name. She just like, not that he would ruin it, but don't let the fans ruin her
Like the
name.
people that are watching,
Yeah.
right?
And then that just kind of like created a little bit of like, I don't know if it was like anger towards each other, or just like a little like scuffle in a way. And
Hmm.
then after like 2 weeks later, like we all just like we weren't talking for a bit. And then me and Noel met up and kind of like talked it out. I guess it was like a month later, really. And then we
Hmm.
posted our video, the like how
Because
we
did
truly
it
feel
cause
about it.
drama between you and Noel too?
Yeah, it definitely
Oh,
did.
okay.
It was just kind of like, it was just kind of this, why don't you trust me going here? But I was trying to protect her in a way of like as like a father would, or like a close older brother would, being like, that's a bad idea. I wouldn't, like, don't do that thing, because the internet's gonna attack you. Like, and they did, and they really
Right.
did. And I knew, it's gonna get to anyone if you're getting attacked like that. So I was like trying to just be a good friend and like protect her from that. And then it just kind of stirred up some drama between me and Sush, of because technically that's me getting involved in a way. And they were like, dude,
Hmm.
just like stay out of it. And I'm like, all right, like I'm just trying to be a friend. It's
Right.
not nothing. I'm not trying to tell you to do anything. And I'm
Right.
open about talking about this, and I know Sush would be too. So, and now even me and Sush had a conversation. Like, we're chilling. We're good friends now. There's no hate. I personally never like hated anyone. There was just like
Right.
this tension. That's what.
Just kind of
That's
like
what.
a looking out type thing, like
Yeah,
trying to avoid a bad
exactly.
situation. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
get
and it
that.
just caused this tension that I think it was just like miscommunication from three different parties leading to tension, and then we resolved it. But it took a little while, and people
Right.
people definitely caught up on it, because me and Noel weren't interacting on each other's social medias. We weren't
Hmm.
making videos for like probably. I want to say 2 months we didn't make videos, and obviously I moved, but it's gonna play into the factor. Like normally there's a Noel video like at least once a month,
Right.
so it all panned out. Now we're all close.
Well,
Like
I'm
me and
glad that you
Noel,
explained it
yeah,
to me, and then probably the people watching too that didn't
yeah, because
know
that's
if
why
they
I'm all
if they hadn't
confused.
watched.
Yeah,
Especially because I was confused too, because I also saw. I mean, it was like a couple months ago, but also Soosh was like at that time because I believe he has like a new girlfriend now, but he was messaging
yeah.
Brandon Harding's ex, Brittany. Like he was in her
Uh,
like having his like army spam her and whatnot. So I was just like so
in a good way
confused
or a
what was
bad
going
way?
on. I don't think in a bad like I don't think he was trying to get like back at Brandon or anything. I just knew
Okay.
who she was because she had dated Brandon Harding,
Yeah,
but that was
yeah,
like kind of the only thing. And then I like connected it back to you and Noel, and I was like, bro,
yeah.
what the fuck is going on in this industry?
I mean, like it's bound to happen to have some sort of drama. It's funny because before that, all I thought was, damn, I don't have any beef with anybody. And then there was like this
Yeah,
beef for a little, and now I'm kind of at a point where it's like maybe there's some jealousy in different parts of the industry, or there's a little like tension, but there's no like hate that I'm involved with, which I'm
right,
grateful for because I'm not really one that wants to be involved in it just because I'm too fucking tired for that. Like I don't want to deal with it.
right. Do I
So I
see?
mean,
I feel like mine is all hate like directed towards me. Like I don't hate
yeah.
anyone. Like I that's like the number one question I get all the time at expos is people are like, "Do you hate Brad Castleberry?" And I'm like, "No, like I have a Brad tat." Like a lot of people
That is
like
crazy.
I don't know. I think a lot of people don't understand like the content like aspect of a lot of stuff too with social media and like characters.
Yeah.